Let's go, fellas.
This morning, Elder Boyd K. Packer spoke of the fountains of life. This afternoon, I should like to speak of the doors of death. Both are crucial components of life. Recently, at the funeral of a friend, I visited with two distinguished brothers, former surgical colleagues of mine, whose lovely companions had both passed away. They said they were going through the most difficult period of their lives, adjusting to the almost unbearable loss of their partners. These wonderful men then told of their cooking breakfast for each other once a week, sharing that rotation with their sister, trying to lessen their loneliness imposed by the doors of death. Death separates the spirit and the body, which are the soul of man. That separation evokes pangs of sorrow and shock among those left behind. The hurt is real, only its intensity varies. Some doors are heavier than others. The sense of tragedy may be related to age. Generally, the younger the victim, the greater the grief. Yet, even when the elderly or infirm have been afforded merciful relief, their loved ones are rarely ready to let go. The only length of life that seems to satisfy the longings of the human heart is life everlasting. Irrespective of age, we mourn for those loved and lost. Mourning is one of the deepest expressions of pure love. It is a natural response in complete accord with divine commandment, "Thou shalt live together in love, insomuch that thou shalt weep for the loss of them that die." Moreover, we can't fully appreciate joyful reunions later without tearful separations now. The only way to take sorrow out of death is to take love out of life. Eternal perspective provides peace which passeth all understanding. In speaking at a funeral of a loved one, the prophet Joseph Smith offered this admonition: "When we lose a near and dear friend upon whom we have set our hearts, it should be a caution unto us. Our affection should be placed upon God and His work more intensely than upon our fellow beings. Life does not begin with birth, nor does it end with death. Prior to our birth, we dwelled as spirit children with our Father in heaven. There, we eagerly anticipated the possibility of coming to earth and obtaining a physical body. Knowingly, we wanted the risks of mortality, which would allow the exercise of agency and accountability. This life was to become a probationary state, a time to prepare to meet God. But we regarded the returning home as the best part of that long-awaited trip, just as we do now. Before embarking on any journey, we like to have some assurance of a round-trip ticket. Returning from earth to life in our heavenly home requires passage through and not around the doors of death. We were born to die, and we die to live. As seedlings of God, we barely blossom on earth. We fully flower in heaven." The writer of Ecclesiastes said, "To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, a time to be born and a time to die."